Good afternoon, folks. My name is George Wunschel. I am in motorcycle sales here at Bergen County Harley Davidson BMW. A lot of you recognize me in this outfit, this uniform. Some people recognize me in the shirt that I'm wearing underneath it, which is a Christian Motorcyclist Association shirt. But today, I'm talking to you basically in that uniform. Americade volunteer staff. I've been attending Americade, well, I went to my first one back in about 1986, 1987. See, they gave me a nice hat and name tag. They claim there were about 2,000 people at Americade back in '86. When I was there, it was probably about 200 motorcycles. I didn't stay for the week, I just stayed for a couple of days. And the funny thing about it was, my Harley Davidson Tour Glide Classic was one of the few Harley Davidsons up there. Americade did start out as Aspencade East. Aspencade was a festival, a motorcycle rally that was put on out in New Mexico, and it was generally a Honda event. Bill Dutcher, who is the founder, shall we say, of Americade, actually has been instrumental in riding, racing. He worked for Harley Davidson. He's worked for a number of different companies, and he's been working for Americade since 1986. But he decided that the Adirondacks would be a perfect place for a motorcycle rally. So in 1986, he asked the Aspencade people if he could set up Aspencade East. They said, yeah, by all means. They did that for a couple of years, and then as they realized they were getting more than Goldwing riders and Honda riders, they were getting all sorts of riders. They decided, you know what, Aspencade is not the name for this. Bill's wife Ginny came up with the name Americade, and that's where it all started. By the way, Bill and Ginny are both still very active. Ginny works at Americade in registration. I'm sorry, I'm remiss. This is my wife, Diana Wunschel. I felt the eyes. You know? Ginny works in registration with my wife, Diana. The full-time staff in Americade, and by the way, Americade does not only Americade, first full week in June, they also are doing the Killington Classic now, which is up in Killington, Vermont, Labor Day weekend. We're hoping to have a seminar about the Killington Classic a little bit later in the season. They also do Rolling Through America. They do 100-person ride to various places. They've done it through Maine. They've done it through New Hampshire. This year it's going to be through the Finger Lakes. If you get a chance to see what they do for 50,000 plus riders at Americade, you can imagine what they can do for 100 riders on one of these tours. But Americade gets put together with a full-time staff of 12, and 4 of those 12 are family members of the Dutchers. That makes it sound like, boy, these people are real good at what they do. However, they do lean upon a volunteer staff, but I've got rolling in the background their official Americade DVD. This is the 2009-2010. Last year, they've really consolidated things into Lake George Village proper. Headquarters is now Fort William Henry, which is smack dab in the middle of the village. Your 2 Tour Expo vendor shows are within walking distance from Fort William Henry. So basically you can park your motorcycle and walk to everything that's going on. However, one of the main attractions for Americade is the beautiful riding up in the Adirondack Park. Americade has a ton of stuff going on. Most people who go up their first time, they'll go up for a day, they'll go up for 2 days, and they'll come back saying, didn't have nearly enough time to do all the things they wanted to do. The 2012 schedule of events and everything will be up on the website based upon 2011. Last year we had 14 demo fleets there. Harley Davidson was there, BMW was there. All brands of motorcycles are obviously welcome at Americade. And like I say, the thing that most people find about Americade is too much to do and not enough time to do it. I'm basically going to go through it's almost like a day-to-day schedule from 2011. It's on their website. Their website is Americade.com. You can get a ton of information off there. Also, let me back up a little bit here. How many people have been to Sturgis? Couple. How many people have been to Daytona? A few more. Okay, good. How many people have been to Laconia? I can tell who's retired in this room, too. I'm noticing that right off the bat. How many people have been to Americade? Fantastic. Some of this I'm preaching to the choir then, and I appreciate you coming to hear what's going on. All the demo fleets go out of Fort William Henry, which is flat, open. They have a traffic light and a traffic control officer who are helping the demo fleets come and go. Again, those of you that have been there, if you weren't there last year, you'll be pleasantly surprised this year about how these changes have really improved things. And again, like I say, everything that took place at Roaring Brook Ranch now takes place at Fort William Henry, whether it's the bike show, the competition bike showing, whether it's seminars, whether it's the fashion show. Holiday Inn, for those of you that have been there before, Holiday Inn is still your registration point, okay? For those of you that have been there, you know if you get off exit 21 on the Northway and come into Lake George Village from the south, making the left turn into the Holiday Inn parking lot, especially later in the week, can be a little tricky because you got motorcycles and cars and trucks coming one way and you're trying to make the left turn across traffic. One of my little tips that I give people is, you know what? Go up to exit 22 and come on back and approach it from the north. That way you're making a right turn into the Holiday Inn. And when you come to registration, there are various parking lots, but you're going to see arrows, you're going to see signs, you're going to see people waving at you to go around back. That's what they'll be saying over and over again. Up, around, back, up, around, back, up, around, back. And that's where you're going to park to go to registration.
Pre-registration is probably the best way to go. And what I mean by that is, as of February 1st, you can go on the website and you can register either a day pass or an a la carte week pass. And what happens is when you come up to Americade Sunday night or Monday, it's only pre-registration and we take no money from anybody. You've already decided what you wanted on the internet, you've sent your check or you've done it by credit card. So you get the best chance of getting to see what you want at Americade, because some things do fill up and run out. So that's what I recommend for everybody, and it's just so simple to come in. Everything is alphabetized, and we just find your registration, we give you all your passes, and then put your wristband on. And you get to wear it and shower with it for the whole week. It stays on, it doesn't disintegrate. But it's really the easiest and most simple way to go. Then from Tuesday through Friday, registration opens at about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning and goes till 5:36. It's definitely always at Holiday Inn, but we have started a couple small booths in the village, so it's helped out a little bit, but really the main place you want to go is up to Holiday Inn. You get in and out really, really fast. There's a whole bunch of us in a special room.
When people ask me about weather at Americade, I tell them pretty much you can be guaranteed that one night it's going to be below freezing, one day it's going to be 90 degrees, and you're going to get rained on at some point. But in defense of the rain, some of the neatest thunderstorms you ever want to see. They come down that lake at speed. It'll be a beautiful sunny day one minute, and then the next thing you know, you'll see this squall coming down, and you get hammered. At that point in time, anybody who's an experienced rider knows, hey,
what happened to the trailer?
There you go.
A lot of times we'll be able to help you, walk you through what's available. Lots of times when things do fill up, someone will get sick, someone will cancel, someone will want to trade, so we'll have some extra tickets. You always want to ask somebody that's on staff And staff is always dressed in red, white, and blue. Usually they're white t-shirts with Americade.
Like Doug's t-shirt
like Doug
back
has
there.
on right now. We always wear either white hats. We'll have there will literally be 200 to 250 volunteers. And these people totally come up like we do, give up a week's vacation, volunteer, but it's our passion, it's what we like, so it's not so much like we're, quotes, working, because we're dealing with motorcycles and people and, you know, all that kind of stuff. There's a tour expo, which is outside, down by the beach, and there are 250 vendors that are down there, between food, clothing, anything that you want to buy pretty much for your motorcycle. And then there's a tour expo that's an indoor air-conditioned building. And one of the things that I love about Americade, being a family-oriented show, is Main Street, Canada Street. Everybody parks catty-corner their motorcycles. And it is so much fun in the evenings to go down and just people watch and motorcycle watch, and it's unbelievable what you see. You will see every kind of motorcycle possible. You will see them really duded up, painted up. You'll get to talk to the people. You'll get, you don't get to sit on all of those, but you also will get to watch people. Yeah, there's pretty much, if it's a special bike, they're standing right next to it. But you watch everybody riding up and down, whether it be the souped up cars or the motorcycles. And it's absolutely amazing that over the years, there are 50 to 70,000 motorcycles that come up to Americade now. So it's amazing what goes on in this first full week of June in Americade. For more information, go to the Americade.com website or befriend us on Facebook.